Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to my YouTube class. Today I'm going to start with new chapter from part B section, that is chapter number 4, determination of income and employment. So in this chapter's revision class will start according to your academic purpose, according to your examination purpose. Those important questions, that is from 4 marks as well as 6 marks. So those part we'll discuss in this episode. Then let me start today's revision session. Now we'll discuss one of the 4 marks question, that is briefly explain the consumption function. So this is for 4 marks question, briefly explain the consumption function. First you came to know about what is consumption. Consumption means what? So in every way, every individual has to consume everything's in the environment, right? So then what is consumption? Means the use of goods and services by household. So the individual or the household, so if he use whatever the goods and services, so that process is called as consumption. So the use or the utilization of goods and services for his self purpose, that is called as consumption. So in a two-sector model, there are two sources of the final demand. The first one is consumption and second one is investment. So in the two-sector model, there are two sources of final demand. Final demand means final consumption, final goods, as you know that. There are two sources, like first one is what? Consumption. Another one is what? Investment. So then in detail we'll discuss about how this consumption function affect in the economy. And also for this consumption, the main determinant, that is nothing but household income, means the purchasing power of the individual, then his consumption level can be determined. So that one of the important determination of consumption is what? Consumption demand is what? That is household income. Now we'll start regarding the consumption function. Consumption function describes, it is the relationship between consumption as well as income. As I said, our consumption, household's consumption, that is mainly determined on the basis of his income, right? So like that only consumption function means what? It is a functional relationship between what? Between consumption as well as the income. Okay, so consumption function is what? It is the functional relationship between consumption as well as the income. Why? Because through the help of income, his purchasing power can be determined. On the basis of that, his demand, means consumption demand, can be satisfied. And also the simplest consumption function assumes that consumption changes at a constant rate as income changes. That means what? A simplest consumption function states that or assumes that is due to a small changes in the income, as a result what? The consumption will also change. Why? Because the whole consumption demand is mainly determined, that is on the basis of income. One concept you know that what? With the help of income we can determine our consumption, right? Even if income is zero, but some consumption still takes place. Okay, that means if your income is nil or income is zero, some consumption still takes place. Thus when level of consumption is independent of income, then it is called as autonomous consumption. So such consumption is called as autonomous consumption. What is autonomous consumption? This is for 1 mark question. What is autonomous consumption? That means if the income is zero, then also consumption still takes place, and that level of consumption is called as autonomous consumption. Why it is autonomous consumption? Because here consumption is independent of its income. That means here the consumption is not determined on the basis of the income of the household. Means consumption is independent of income. So that it is called as autonomous consumption. So what is autonomous consumption? How to write? If the income is zero, then also the consumption will take place. So that means if the consumption is independent of income, then it is called as autonomous consumption. And this function we can describe as C is equal to C bar plus small letter c and y. So this equation is called as consumption function. So you can see here this equation, you observe this one, c is equal to c bar plus cy. So this is what the equation of a consumption function. In this equation we can observe that, so that capital letter C is what? Consumption expenditure by the household. And also this consists of again two components, that is one is autonomous consumption, another one is induced consumption. Okay, so that small letter c as well as y, that is what? Induced consumption. And autonomous consumption is denoted by capital letter C, and which shows the consumption which is independent of income. Means as I said already, autonomous consumption means what? Consumption which is independent of its income, that is what? Autonomous consumption. And CY, that is what? That is induced consumption. Okay, so autonomous consumption as well as induced consumption, these are the two components of the consumption. Okay, autonomous consumption means consumption is independent of income. Then what is induced consumption? So induced consumption is nothing but if the consumption is completely depending on its income, then it is called as induced consumption. So induced consumption means consumption which is dependent on the income. Autonomous consumption means consumption which is independent of income. Okay, so that CY, that denotes as a induced consumption. That means dependence of a consumption on income. Okay, means when income raises to ₹1, then induced consumption also rises by MPC. MPC means marginal propensity to consume. Then what is marginal propensity to consume? MPC means what? So MPC means it is the change in consumption per unit change in income. So MPC means what? So change in the level of consumption. How? That is change in per unit of income. Due to the change in per unit of income, the consumption level also changes. So that is what? MPC, or marginal propensity to consume. Okay, and it is denoted by small letter c, and that is equal to delta C divided by delta Y. Delta C means what? That is change in consumption. Delta Y means what? That is change in income. So this is called as marginal propensity to consume. Another one more question. Then what is marginal propensity to save? MPS means what? Marginal propensity to save means it is the change in savings, that is per unit change in income. Okay, so change in savings per unit, that is due to change in income. So what is MPC? Consumption means what? Means marginal propensity to consumption, or consume means what? That means that is change in what? Consumption, that is per unit change in income. What is MPS? Means change in savings, that is per unit change in income. And this MPS is denoted by small letter s, and which is equal to 1 minus c. Okay, and it implies that s plus c is equal to 1. So s plus c is equal to 1, that is what? Marginal propensity to save. The next question, what is APC, or average propensity to consume, and APS means average propensity to save. See dear students, APC means average propensity to consume means it is the consumption per unit of income. Okay, it is the consumption per unit of income means per unit of income what we get the consumption, that is what APC. And this we can write C by Y. C by Y means C means what? Consumption. Y means what? That is income. So here we need to write like this. APC means it is consumption per unit of income. No need to write a change. The word delta no need to use here. Okay. So consumption, that is per unit of income. Right. Then what is APS? Average propensity to save. Here it is nothing but savings per unit of income. Okay, here also no need to use the word like change or delta symbol. Okay, directly you need to write what is APS, means savings per unit of income. It is called as average propensity to save, and this we can write S by Y. Okay, small letter S by Y. So S means what? That is savings. Y means what? That is income. So this is what? Again 1 mark question each. Okay students, then today we learned so many concepts, 1 mark as well as 4 marks 1 question. Okay, so these are some of the exercise questions you need to write in your assignment book. The questions like, and also practice it. What is autonomous consumption? You just revise a concept. What is MPS? Briefly explain consumption function. Define APS. Okay, 5th one question no need to answer right now because that concept is pending. So up to 4 questions you need to answer. Okay, then we'll meet another one episode regarding further more concepts. Thank you.